The stars were quiet, but the silence carried a tension that few on Earth could feel. Far beyond the orbit of Pluto, a small fleet of ships drifted through the void. Their hulls were scarred, some barely holding together, and their engines sputtered weakly. They were the remnants of a once great alien civilization, cast out by the galaxy they had once called home. The alien ships had been exiled after an event that had shocked the Galactic Council. A technology they had developed, capable of restoring dying planets, had been misunderstood as a weapon. Fear spread, accusations flew, and before the aliens could explain themselves, they were branded criminals and banished. Entire worlds once thriving under their care had been lost. Now they floated through space with nowhere to go. Many of the aliens inside the ships were weary, their eyes filled with worry. For generations they had known safety and purpose, but now that life was gone, they had no allies left, only memories of their home and the knowledge that the galaxy would not welcome them again. Earth's deep space sensors, however, picked up the fleet long before it arrived. At first, scientists thought it was a small asteroid cluster, but the movement patterns did not match any natural object. Soon it became clear, something alive, something intelligent was approaching. In the control room of the orbital station, Captain Elena Reyes studied the readouts. She was calm, her dark eyes scanning every detail, though her mind raced. "They're not hostile," she said aloud. "Their trajectory is steady. They're not firing weapons. They're drifting like they're lost." Her colleague, Dr. Amir Patel, shook his head. "Captain, we don't know that. These could be scouts, or worse. The galactic history records strange things." Elena nodded, understanding the caution, but she trusted her instincts. "We'll prepare to meet them," she replied. "We must be ready for anything, but we have to try communication first. If they're lost, maybe we can help." Meanwhile, aboard the alien flagship, tension filled the corridors. The alien leader, a tall figure with silver-hued skin and bright, intelligent eyes, paced slowly. His name was Kalir, and he had carried the burden of exile on his shoulders for far too long. "They watch us," Kalir murmured. "They could destroy us easily." One of his advisors, a smaller alien with luminous green markings, replied, "We have no weapons left that can stand against a planet's defenses. We can only hope they see reason." Hope, Kalir thought bitterly, had almost left them long ago. But now, approaching this blue planet with its strange life, something stirred, a quiet possibility that Earth might not judge them the way the rest of the galaxy had. As the fleet entered the solar system, humans scrambled to make contact. Messages were sent in every language they could devise, using simple patterns of sound, light, and electromagnetic signals. Hours passed with no reply. The aliens observed carefully, their advanced minds quickly deciphering the attempts at communication. Finally, a signal from Kalir's ship responded, cautious and measured. The humans received it and decoded the meaning. They were exiles seeking refuge, not war. Elena's team gathered in the briefing room. She looked around at her colleagues, seeing a mix of fear and awe. "They're asking for help," she said. "Not surrender, not demands, help." "They trust us enough to speak," Dr. Patel frowned. "Trust? How can we trust anyone who was cast out by the galaxy? They must have done something terrible." Elena shook her head firmly. "Or they were misunderstood. We don't know the truth yet. That's why we must meet them. If we don't, someone else might. And it might not end well." After careful planning, a small delegation was sent to greet the aliens. Elena was chosen to lead, alongside a team of scientists and communication specialists. They boarded a sleek shuttle and departed the station, moving toward the largest alien ship, which drifted slowly, almost like a wounded bird. As they approached, the size and scale of the alien vessel became clear. It was enormous, far larger than anything humans had built, but battered and scarred from years of travel. Lights flickered across its surface, and strange symbols, glowing faintly, hinted at its advanced origin. Inside, Kalir's team prepared to receive the humans. He wondered how these creatures from a small blue planet would react. Would they attack? Would they turn them away? The hatch opened slowly, revealing Elena and her team. At first, silence filled the room. Both sides studied each other, each careful not to make sudden moves. The aliens' forms were tall and elegant, their skin shimmering under the cabin lights. The humans were shorter, less imposing, but their eyes showed courage and determination. Elena spoke first, in the universal language of gestures and light signals the aliens could understand. "We are here in peace," she said. We wish to know your story and help if we can. Kalir stepped forward, his voice calm yet carrying the weight of his people's suffering. We are exiles, he said. The galaxy has rejected us, but we seek only a place to survive. If you can offer that, we are grateful. The humans exchanged glances. Some looked worried, others curious. Dr. Patel whispered to Elena, Captain, can we trust them? Elena met Kalir's eyes, seeing the honesty in his gaze. We will learn to trust, she replied softly. But first we must give them a chance. That is what makes us human. That evening, Earth's leaders held an emergency meeting. News of the alien arrival spread quickly, and opinions were divided. Some feared they might bring danger, while others argued for compassion. After hours of debate, the decision came. Earth would offer temporary sanctuary. The aliens would stay in protected areas while both sides learned more about each other. It was a bold choice, one that carried risks. But it also reflected the very best of humanity, the willingness to help the lost, even when the rest of the universe had turned its back. Back aboard the alien ships, hope flickered again. Kalir looked at his people and said, Perhaps we have finally found a home. Not the galaxy we knew, but a new one, a place where we might begin again. As night fell over Earth, the stars above twinkled like distant witnesses. A small fleet of exiles floated in the darkness, and for the first time in generations they felt they were not alone. Humanity had reached out a hand, and the first spark of trust was born. Little did both humans and aliens know that this meeting would be the beginning of something far greater. A bond that would not only save lives but change the course of history in ways no one could yet imagine. The days following the aliens' arrival on Earth were tense. Humans and aliens shared space in specially prepared habitats, but neither side felt completely at ease. Cultural differences, strange customs, and language barriers made even simple tasks complicated. Captain Elena Reyes walked through the human-alien settlement, observing interactions. Children, both human and alien, were cautiously curious about each other. One human boy reached out his hand to touch a small alien creature with silvery skin. The alien child mirrored the gesture. Laughter followed, brief and bright, breaking the tension in the air. Yet not all moments were so easy. Some humans feared the aliens, whispering that they could be dangerous or untrustworthy. Some aliens were suspicious of the humans, worried that history might repeat itself. Arguments occasionally broke out over small things: food preparation, sleeping arrangements, even which languages to use in common areas. Amid this, a sudden alarm disrupted the uneasy peace. Earth's deep space monitoring stations detected unidentified ships entering the solar system. They moved fast, heading straight for the human-alien settlement. Elena immediately called a meeting with the aliens' leaders. Kalir, tall and calm as ever, stood among his people. It seems we are not entirely safe, Elena said, showing the radar readouts. These ships are not ours. They could be hostile. Kalir studied the information. His people had not faced a threat like this in years. These are hunters, he said quietly. They track those the galaxy rejects. They will not stop until we are destroyed or captured. Panic began to ripple through the settlement. Humans and aliens alike hurried to secure areas, moving children and the elderly to bunkers. But Elena held up her hand. Stop, she said firmly. We can face this together. The aliens, trained in ways of advanced strategy and survival, began to advise the humans. Kalir and his officers suggested maneuvers to evade the incoming ships, using the orbital debris around Earth as cover. They shared knowledge about energy shields and ship coordination, which the humans adapted for their smaller crafts. Elena coordinated both human and alien teams, creating a plan that combined human ingenuity with alien technology. Humans were amazed at how fast the aliens could calculate trajectories and strategies, and the aliens were impressed by human creativity in adapting tools and resources quickly. When the hostile ships arrived, a tense standoff unfolded above Earth. The alien fleet, though weakened, formed protective formations around the settlement. Human ships, guided by Elena's leadership, provided support and backup. Energy beams streaked across the dark sky, not in indiscriminate destruction, but in precise moves to neutralize threats. In one daring maneuver, Elena piloted a small craft to distract a pursuing enemy ship, drawing it away from the main settlement. Kalir's advisors guided larger alien ships to intercept, and for the first time, humans and aliens fought together in coordinated strikes. During the battle, Both sides learned from each other. Humans discovered the aliens' advanced energy shields could be adapted for rapid deployment in defense. Aliens realized that human pilots, though less technologically advanced, had intuition and courage that sometimes outmatched pure calculations. Finally, after hours of tense combat, the hostile ships retreated. Some were damaged, others destroyed. Humanity and the aliens had survived, but the cost was visible. Ships were scarred and resources were low, yet there was no loss of life within the settlement. As calm returned, humans and aliens began to see each other in a new light. "You were brave," Kalir said to Elena when the battle was over. "Not just in strategy, but in leading both our people to survive. You have proven yourself." Elena nodded, exhausted but proud. "And you," she replied, "have proven that your people can be trusted. Not every world turned against you. We chose differently." In the following days, the bond between humans and aliens strengthened. Shared meals, cooperative projects, and language lessons helped reduce misunderstandings. Children played together freely, exchanging stories of Earth and the exiled worlds. Scientists from both sides collaborated on improving life support, energy systems, and habitat design. Even small acts mattered. A human engineer fixed an alien energy core that had been damaged during the battle. In return, the aliens shared a technique to purify water efficiently, which amazed the humans. Every gesture, every shared skill deepened trust. Meanwhile, Earth's leaders monitored the situation. Some nations remained skeptical, but most saw the benefits of this new alliance. The aliens' knowledge and abilities could help humanity advance. While humans provided the aliens a chance to survive and contribute meaningfully, Elena often walked among the settlement in the evenings, watching the stars. The alien ships, once weary and drifting, now looked purposeful. The settlement, once tense and cautious, now hummed with activity and cooperation. She knew challenges would come again, but she also knew that humans and aliens working together could face almost anything. Kalir stood nearby, observing as humans and aliens built a joint garden in one corner of the settlement. Green shoots sprouted under both alien and human care. It was a simple thing, but a powerful symbol. Life could grow, even after exile and fear. "We survived today," Kalir said softly to Elena. "Tomorrow, perhaps, we can thrive." Elena smiled. "We will, and we will do it together." That night, as Earth turned slowly beneath them, both humans and aliens rested with a sense of hope. The galaxy had cast them out, but here in this small blue planet's orbit, they had found allies. They had proven that cooperation, courage, and trust could overcome fear and prejudice. And though the stars held dangers yet unknown, both species now understood a truth that would guide them forward. When humans and aliens stand together, no challenge is too great, no exile too permanent, and no hope too small. The months after the battle passed quickly. The humans and aliens had settled into a rhythm of cooperation. Habitats expanded, shared gardens grew, and the exchange of knowledge flourished. Scientists from both species worked together on energy systems, environmental restoration, and space exploration. Each day revealed a new way that humans and aliens could help each other. Captain Elena Reyes walked through one of the large shared halls. She saw children laughing, playing games that combined human and alien traditions. Aliens with shimmering skin tried human foods, some grimacing at the taste, others delighting in new flavors. Humans watched in awe as aliens demonstrated small feats of technology, showing how energy could flow almost without loss, or how water could be purified almost instantly. Kalir moved beside her. "It is remarkable," he said. "Our people feared we would never belong anywhere again, but here we are needed and we are respected." Elena nodded. "Your people have much to teach and we have much to offer. Together we are stronger than either of us alone." Life on Earth was not without challenges. The Galactic Council that had exiled the aliens watched closely. Rumors of Earth harboring criminals spread across other star systems. Emissaries from the Council arrived in human spacecraft, requesting that the aliens be handed over for judgment. Their tone was polite but firm, their intent unmistakable. Earth's leaders gathered in the council chamber, debating fiercely. Some argued that giving the aliens up would avoid conflict, while others insisted that humanity could not betray those who had trusted them. Elena stood before the assembly, her presence commanding attention. "These aliens are not criminals," she said firmly. "They were exiled because of fear and misunderstanding. We have seen their courage, their loyalty, and their willingness to protect life, including our own. We cannot abandon them now. To do so would betray our values and everything humanity stands for." Her words resonated. Slowly, the human leaders reached a decision. Earth would stand with the aliens no matter the Council's threats. Humanity would protect those who sought refuge, and no one would be forced into exile unjustly while Earth remained their home. Kalir and his people prepared for the arrival of the Council emissaries. They had shared plans with the humans, strengthening defenses but hoping for a peaceful resolution. When the emissaries arrived, their ships looming in Earth's orbit, tensions ran high. The meeting between humans, aliens, and the Galactic Council took place on neutral ground, a massive space station orbiting Earth. The emissaries, tall and formal, opened discussions with a demand. The aliens must return to face judgment. Kalir stepped forward, standing beside Elena. "We seek no conflict," he said. "We only wish to live in peace. We have contributed to Earth's development, shared knowledge, and proven our loyalty. Punishing us now would serve no purpose except cruelty." Elena added firmly. "Earth will not hand over those who seek sanctuary. These beings are our allies, our friends, and now part of our world. If the Council wishes to engage in diplomacy, they must do so with respect. Violence will not be tolerated." The Council emissaries, surprised by the united front, paused. They had expected fear and compliance, not cooperation and moral courage. Over the course of several days, discussions continued. Humans demonstrated how the aliens had helped improve life on Earth, while the aliens shared plans for future collaboration. Finally, the emissaries relented. They would not interfere as long as the aliens remained peaceful and respected Earth's sovereignty. The victory was not just military or political, it was moral. Humanity had proven that compassion and courage could shape interstellar relations as effectively as weapons. With the Council's departure, life on Earth settled into a new era. The aliens were no longer merely exiles. They were part of a growing alliance with humanity. Cities adapted to include alien architecture and technology. Schools taught human and alien languages together. Scientists planned joint exploration missions beyond the solar system. Elena and Kalir often walked together, discussing plans for the future. "Our people have learned much from each other," Kalir said. "And yet there is still more to discover. Perhaps one day humans will travel among the stars with us, just as we have shared our knowledge here." Elena smiled. "I believe they will, and your people will guide them wisely. Together we can face any challenge that the universe presents." In one moment, a group of children from both species gathered around a small holographic display, projecting images of distant worlds. They pointed at the stars, dreaming of adventures they could not yet take, imagining planets they had not yet seen. The future stretched out before them, limitless and bright. Kalir watched, a sense of pride swelling in him. His people had once been alone, exiled and abandoned by the galaxy. Now they had a home, allies, and a future full of hope. The Earth had taken them in when no one else would, and in doing so had forged a bond stronger than fear or prejudice. Evenings were quieter but full of promise. Humans and aliens shared meals under Earth's sky, watching sunsets and the first stars of the evening. Music from both cultures filled the air, strange harmonies blending human instruments with alien tones that resonated in ways humans had never heard. Laughter and conversation flowed easily now, a sign that trust had deepened into friendship. Captain Elena Reyes stood at the edge of one of the settlement's viewing platforms. She looked up at the stars, feeling the enormity of the galaxy. The aliens beside her had been cast out, rejected, and feared. Yet here, on this small blue planet, they had found safety, purpose, and respect. Humanity had shown them kindness, and in return, the aliens had enriched Earth in ways no one could have imagined. Kalir joined her, gazing at the horizon. "The galaxy may still judge us," he said softly, "but here we are free. And freedom is the greatest gift," Elena nodded. "We will protect it. For your people, for ours, for the future we can build together." The stars shimmered above them, distant but familiar. Somewhere out there, the galaxy continued its endless dance of planets, moons, and stars. But on Earth, humans and aliens stood together, proving that even in a universe filled with fear and exile, courage, compassion, and cooperation could create a new beginning. As the night deepened, both humans and aliens rested with a sense of achievement and hope. Tomorrow would bring new challenges, new discoveries, and new adventures, but they would face them together. The exiles who had once drifted through the void now had a home, and Earth had gained allies and friends for the stars beyond. It was a beginning of a new era, one where humanity and the exiled aliens could explore, learn and grow together, showing the galaxy that trust, bravery, and unity could shine brighter than any star.